It's the Boy Junior Show!
Yeah. I'm also curious about your start in guitar because I feel like I am a fake guitarist and you are a
Oh,
real
yeah, you totally
guitarist,
are.
and I'm very
You can
intrigued.
blow. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, no, I had to wash my guitar after you played it. Like I had to dunk it in acid. Anyway,
I have that effect on instruments.
so I'll be right back. Actually, I have to grab something.
Walter.
La, 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 la. So this is the first guitar I ever owned.
Whoa.
And
I
it's a
also
piece
had
of
a
shit.
gigantic acoustic.
Oh, it's not gigantic. This is like the size of like a child's guitar.
Oh, okay. Oh, it was just really close to the
It was,
camera.
yeah, it was just close to the camera. It is a Harmonia, which is a brand I've never heard of.
Yeah, that sounds fake.
It is fake. It's a piece of shit. It doesn't stay in tune. It also is now missing a tuning peg, so I will never be able to have all the strings on it again.
But I
Uh,
love that you still have it.
oh yeah, I still have it. I'm gonna smash it in a music video one day. Um, or like set it on fire. And then this is the first electric I ever owned. It used to not have the stickers, but then I went to middle school. And so now it has a lot of stickers. And
What's your favorite and least favorite sticker on there?
let's see, least favorite. I gotta say, probably Bad Religion. I don't know why that's on there. I had like a 2 week Bad Religion phase. I don't like them.
2 weeks in middle school is significant, though.
Well, that was in high school, but like, or I mean, the back is just covered in random shit. The back is ugly, but like, who cares about that?
No one
Um,
can see. That's how I feel
but
about the back of my head.
yeah, I mean, the ones that I really hated, I took off at some point. I think my favorite is Girl's Dead Monster, which is from uh, Angel Beats, which is an anime that sucks, but the soundtrack is awesome.
Oh, hell yeah.
So there you go. Um, but yeah, this is where I learned how to shred. The story goes, I was 8 years old. I got this piece of shit,
Oh, wow.
and then my family enrolled me in music lessons, and the teacher sucked ass and didn't know jack shit. Um, I learned "Smoke on the Water" on the wrong strings,
Cool.
um, and I learned like paint it black, but you know how there's like the droning E string that's like, in between it, but like they didn't teach me that part. Or like
You
they
can
taught
learn about the
me,
drone when you're older.
yeah, and they taught me like Iron Man by Black Sabbath in the wrong key. They taught me how to play "We Will Rock You," but not the guitar part. They taught me how to play the vocal melody as single.
Yeah.
I don't know what the point of that is. They never taught me like a power chord or a bar chord or like anything useful.
Yeah.
They taught me scales, but only like single string scales, which is the thing that you never use. So
Yeah.
basically all around bad. And I quit pretty early on. When I was like, I started when I was like 8. So around that time, I did make a little bit of progress. I knew that my teacher sucked shit, so I did work a little bit at learning by ear. I wasn't very good at it. The first songs I learned by ear were "Forever" by the Veronicas, which is a really easy riff to learn because it is a 2 note riff. And then also "What I've Done" by Linkin Park. Um, those are the 2 songs that I learned by ear. And then I quit. I just stopped because I'm 8 or 9 years old, and 8 or 9 year olds don't have all that much patience.
Mm.
But simultaneously, I was doing martial arts. I was in karate, right? And I was doing karate, and it was pretty sick. Not gonna lie, I liked it a lot. I started that when I was like 6, but it took me a while to actually get serious about it.
I did karate when I was like 5 or 6, but I
Yeah,
also I hated practicing. I wouldn't practice. I liked
yeah,
doing it.
yeah. So
But
I didn't like it at first either, and I would goof off. But eventually, I started taking it seriously. And once I started taking it seriously, I started improving, and I started getting higher belts and whatever. Um, And then my parents got divorced, and me and my mom moved. And so I switched from karate to taekwondo because that was what was available to me. Um, and I got to like pretty much stay where I was. Like they assessed me and they were like, yeah, you pretty much, you can be where you were. So I was like at a brown belt or something. Um, and so I get up like to a black belt, first degree black belt. And then I think to myself, well, I have a black belt. And to a normal person, black belt, that's it, Normal people don't know first degree, second degree, whatever, how many degrees. I don't know how many degrees there are. There could be 100. But if I get a second degree black belt, then they will know that there are probably more than two, right? And first degree, for all anyone knows, could be the highest one.
Yeah.
Like first degree murder,
Yeah. Yeah.
as opposed to like a first degree burn, which is like, you're
Yeah.
fine. So I was like, I'm just gonna stop here.
Yeah.
A higher ranking of black belt doesn't get you any extra pussy. Like, so I figured,
Except for people who are in the know.
Listen, some people are in the know, but I gotta be honest. The people that like I did taekwondo with, not the sexiest people. Granted, most of them were 12, so was I, but not the sexiest people.
Fair.
I think maybe if I, as an adult, was trying to pick up chicks, I probably wouldn't go to a children's taekwondo class.
Fair.
Personally, that's my preference. And I don't know any adults who do martial arts. So I have no way to judge that. But when I was in middle school in 8th grade, there was a guitar class at my school, like a beginner guitar class that you could take for credit. And so I did that. And I started learning. And the teacher was also not great, but he was like less terrible.
Yeah.
His problem was mainly that he was like a music teacher, like for band, but he was like, teaching guitar.
Yeah.
So it's like, his priorities were out of whack on that. Like he didn't have us like reading sheet music or anything, but he was just not familiar with like the elements of guitar that are like cultural. So like the fact that tabs, for example, are always wrong. I knew this because I had tried to learn guitar. I had tried to learn songs from tabs online before. He just assumed that like if you could find it online, it's correct, and you print it out and you give it to the class. And so he gave us a lot of incorrect tabs, and I was like not good at guitar yet, but like good enough to like hear that this sounded wrong.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, this isn't right. And he's like, that's what it says. And I'm like, okay. But anyway, so I took the guitar class, and then I just kept practicing. I did perform at the talent show. My first ever guitar performance in front of an audience was Before I Forget by Slipknot, unaccompanied, just me on my fucking Squire Strat, tuned to drop B on a set of tens. So, very loose strings.
Yeah.
And I did that, and it got me mad. No, I'm kidding. It got me nowhere. So I practiced at home. I didn't have friends. I had one friend, Savannah, who I would message on Facebook, which was a thing that we used back then.
Yes. That's where I talked. That's where it was at.
She was like the only friend I really had that I like was talking to like between 8th grade and 9th grade. We would just talk on Facebook, and I would play Minecraft, and I would practice guitar. And so I got pretty good at guitar because I didn't get out much. Because it was just every day it was either I am playing guitar today, or I am playing Minecraft from like sun up to sundown, or I'm talking to Savannah about Homestuck and Doctor Who, because this was 2013.
Is it messed up if I say I actually feel nostalgic for these simpler times?
Oh no, absolutely. Fucking playing Minecraft. I built the TARDIS in Minecraft, and I built like some like fucking like My Little Pony and Homestuck like sprite art shit, like in Minecraft. And like a big Dalek. It was like because I was a fucking dweeb, because I'm 13. So like totally like definitely nostalgia there. And this was also around the time that I started getting into my emo phase. I started listening to My Chemical Romance to impress her, because I had a crush on her at the time. She's still cute. I don't know if she'll ever watch this, but Savannah, I don't. I probably was not subtle about the fact that I had a crush on her at the time, but it never went anywhere.
Yeah.
So whatever. Um, but
Was she impressed by you
I,
liking My Chemical Romance?
she was not impressed, and they broke up the week I started listening to them. And then she was like, "Well, that sucks. At least Panic at the Disco is still around." Hey, Fall Out Boy came back that year. But yeah, Panic at the Disco, I got into them. I really liked them in high school, and then they got worse. And a lot of the time I think about bands and I'm like, did they get worse when I stopped being a teenager, or did I just stop being a teenager? No,
Yeah.
Panic at the Disco got so much
Yeah,
worse.
yeah, no, I've gone back with artists that I've liked, and it's like maybe I just grew up, and maybe not. Maybe I was right all along.
Death of a Bachelor is such a good album,
Yeah,
and nothing after.
I wasn't very interested in anything after. I'm not even that familiar with a lot of the stuff after. Um,
Had to have house with a limit.
oh right.
Yeah.
It's
Anyway.
too commercial, man. They just sold out.
Listen, I like it when bands sell out. I thought Save Rock and Roll was like the second best Fall Out Boy album. But like,
Selling out is good.
yeah, but like, you gotta also not suck.
That that's the difference. There's a difference between selling out and sucking.
Yeah. Also, like, I feel like it's weird to talk about like a mainstream artist who is already like a household name selling out. Like people talk about like, oh, Paramore sold out. I'm like, when? In 2007? Like,
Yeah. Oh, you mean when they were on Top 40 radio when I was a child? Oh, they were still indie then. Oh, I
I
just
don't
scared
know,
my
man.
cat. Oh my god. I heard you were talking about Paramore. Go back to sleep,
I love
Uncle.
it. I
I'll
also love it
dream.
when people are like every female band, every female musician sounds like Paramore. But
Mm-hmm.
Paramore doesn't sound like Paramore anymore.
Nope.
They're like, what? I miss when Paramore sounded like Paramore, but everybody sounds like Paramore to you, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's still a woman, so she still sounds like Paramore.
Yeah. Oh, she sounds like Tom
Coldplay.
York now. I think there's I listened to one of the solo albums she did when I was on one of the
Yeah,
on
Girl Boss Coldplay.
live. I was like, this is like a different flavor of Radiohead. It's pretty neat.
I disagree because I hate Radiohead and I like Haley Williams.
That's
I
fair.
think I think she is Girl Boss Coldplay. You know,
I like that too.
Coldplay was so good. It's a shame they broke up in 2009. It's a shame that they never made any music after 2009.
That's my Coldplay impression.
Oh, I fucking love clocks.
That's something that somebody who really likes to tell time would say.
Actually, if we're talking about real life clocks, I hate clocks. Um,
What do they do to you?
Especially analog clocks. I never learned how to read them. I had to teach myself because I skipped second grade, which is the grade when they teach you how to
That's
read
the
an
grade where
analog
they teach you
clock.
about the clock.
Yeah, I didn't learn that in school, so I had to teach myself, and I'm not good at it. And also, we have digital clocks. We've had them my whole life. I
Yeah.
don't know why people still use analog clocks. They're ugly. They're ugly and inefficient.
I
Get
like
rid
the
of them.
steak. This is
You can
I
keep
see.
the Big Ben.
I like a conversation where we could just start on a topic and it could just become a rant. That's why we have voice boxes.
I can rant about anything.
Yes.
Give me any topic, and I'll just get pissed off.
We should do
You've
that for
heard of
another segment. We have 7 minutes and like 20 seconds left. So
you've heard of
we
Chris
need to make sure that we do
Christopherson?
the rapid fire
I
round.
am pissed Christopherson.
Pissed off person. Piss on person. Different guy.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's that's daddy.
That's a
That should be your next stage name. Whenever you retire Boy Junior, you should be
Ooh. Hi. Please, Mr.
Piss Odderson.
Christopherson was my father. Call me Piss. Just
Just Piss.
please
You should
call me.
just make Piss your name legally.
All right, gotta end this call early. Bye.
What else you got for me?
Okay, so rapid fire round. What do I usually ask? What was the first record or like album you ever remember listening to in full slash like buying yourself?
Appetite for Destruction, Guns N' Roses. Also my first concert in 2013, pre-reunion at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, which does not exist anymore.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
tragic.
for my 13th birthday.
That is such a 13th birthday kind of
Yeah,
memory.
we were right up front too.
Oh, hell yeah. Do you play any other instruments?
Yes, I play bass. I play ukulele. Those are both basically the same instrument as
Yeah.
guitar, but like, broken. I play sing vocal and I program drums good. I am
Nice.
trying to learn how to play drum. It's hard to do that without a kit, but
Oh,
whenever I
dude.
see a kit, I just sit down, whether I'm allowed to or not.
Nice. That's how you get better. You just
I can play very basic grooves, but more importantly, I understand the mechanics of the drums so that when I record demos, I can write cool drum parts that then a real drummer can play.
yeah, see that's tricky because I had that issue with some of my early stuff. Even some of my stuff now. I like wrote stuff that Kerry tried to play, and they were like, "So
You
this
need
is
a third arm.
unplayable."
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's like, what do you mean that I can't have both? What do you mean that I can't have you hit both crashes and you're hitting the hi-hat and the snare at the same time? Come on.
Yeah,
I mean,
but I still do that all the time. That's why we have overdubbing. It's studio magic. It's
yeah.
it's fine. Um, where's like the furthest out city that you have played? Slash, where is a place that you like dream of playing?
I dream of playing everywhere. Just so that when somebody says where they're from, I could be like, oh, we played there, you know?
Yeah.
Uh, um, but I think the farthest we've played, it was definitely somewhere in Texas. I don't know if Houston or Dallas is farther. I think Dallas is farther. Um, Texas is so big.
Texas
Um,
is so big.
Texas is so big. But yeah, we went through. We played with Crawlers, the British band Crawlers. They're so cool.
Wow. Oh my God, that's so cool. Big crossover episode for me personally.
I love Crawlers. They are the first people I ever got drunk with
Wow.
in Dallas after the show.
That's beautiful.
I saw a mural of Rick and Morty and I pointed at it and I said, it's Family Guy.
If I were there, I would have laughed probably as hard as I did now. So it's like I was there.
I see the ticking clock too. What's
What's the worst animal? I ask this every time to
the
everybody.
worst animal? Koala.
Why?
Okay. Koalas have the smallest brain to body mass ratio of any mammal, and their
They
brains are
haven't met
smooth.
me yet.
Their brains are smooth, just like you. And their digestive system is all out of whack because they eat eucalyptus, right? Which is poisonous. It's bad. It's not good. And it's the only thing they eat. And they are so programmed to eat only from eucalyptus trees that if you take the eucalyptus leaf off of the tree and put it in front of them, they don't recognize it as food. And the babies don't have the digestive prowess to digest eucalyptus yet. They don't have their specially developed digestive system yet. So they have to eat their mom's fecal pap. Do you know what that is?
No, please go on.
Their mom poops and they eat it.
Yeah, that's pretty objectively bad.
Yeah.
That's
Name
kind of
another animal. Name another animal with all of those problems.
I think that one frog, like the world's tiniest frog, definitely comes in second in terms of like who designed this thing because it can hardly function.
I would just
like I don't even know if it's like you can like see them. They're so small. I think that their inner ears are messed up and they like don't land their own jumps. Like they jump and constantly fall over.
Oh, you know who else is stupid jump wise? Crested geckos. I once fucked a girl. I didn't fuck her. We tried to fuck and I couldn't get it up. That'll come back later. It's relevant to the
The
story. But
geckos.
she wanted to hook up with me. I tried, but I was just like, I got there and I was like, yeah, I can't do it. But we hung out in our underpants and she showed me that she breeds crested geckos, and she showed me a bunch of her crested geckos and she told me all about them. And that night is what I call a reptile dysfunction.
Oh
But
my god.
but crested geckos, their main defense mechanism is when you scare them, they jump, except they live in treetops. So if you scare them, they commit suicide.
I like the choice to breed that kind of gecko specifically.
I mean,
I
someone's got to make sure there's more of them
I
because
guess
they don't
that's
do it for
true.
themselves.
Honestly, doing God's work. Oh my god. Well, last but certainly not least, tell us where we can find Hoity-Toity and where we can find you on the internet.
Onlyfans.com, xvideos.com, farmers only, Spotify, Apple Music, all of those, Tumblr, yeah, technically not that much, Twitter at we are Hoity-Toity, Instagram and TikTok, mostly TikTok at Hoity-Toity official. Also, call me 909. My social security number is 182. That's it.
You were the 182nd person.
Yeah.
Congrats.
I am Blink.
That's why they're called that.